We are here on site at Bodiam Castle in Sussex, England. This 14th century moated castle is the best preserved example of a quadrangle castle in all of England. It was built in 1385 by Sir Edward Dallingridge and his wife Elizabeth, with the permission of King Richard II. It was ostensibly built as a defense against French invasion during the 100 Years' War. But we can also see that not only the strength of the castle was important, but the display, as this one seems to float in the middle of the moat, almost larger than it actually is. Although the battlements and guard towers, gates here on this castle seem very strong and able to defend against any kind of physical enemy, in the Middle Ages, people also believed they needed to be defended against the supernatural. And here at Bodiam Castle, we find an extensive collection of ritual protection marks, apopotreic symbols, from the Greek apo away and tropane turn. These symbols were meant to ward off or turn away evil spirits, demons, and witches. These ritual protection marks are usually associated with doorways, entrances, thresholds, chimneys, and they're often found carved into the stone underneath the plaster, so they didn't have to be seen to be effective. Here at Bodiam Castle, we have two categories of ritual protection marks: compass drawn and pentangles. The compass drawn marks, either as a simple compass, a daisywheel, or hexafoil, is one of the most common protection marks found on historic buildings of all ages. They're often found on Roman altars and grave markers and medieval churches. The pentangle is a very old symbol, going back to at least 3000 BC, where it was a part of the pictogram writing of the ancient Sumerians. The ancient Greeks believed that the pentangle stood for perfection or mathematical purity. Since the Reformation, it has been considered a part of black magic and the black arts, and in modern times it's associated with Wiccan. But during the Middle Ages, it was a strictly Christian symbol and was a powerful protection. In the 14th century Middle English poem, Sir Gawain and the Green Knight, the author tells us that Sir Gawain has pentacles of pure gold on his shield and his mantle. He goes on to explain that these are a symbol of King Solomon, that according to tradition, an angel delivered a signet ring to King Solomon with the pentacle on it that gave him the power over demons. The author also says that the pentacle represents the 5 wounds that Christ suffered on the cross and are a very powerful protection against evil. While there's no way to document how effective the supernatural protection of the ritual marks were, we do know that Bodiam Castle did offer physical protection for its inhabitants, and it was effective enough that it was never actually destroyed in battle and it was never besieged. So here we have Bodiam Castle today, very well preserved and a wonderful place to visit. Hi, I'm Michelle and this is Brian, and we hope you've enjoyed watching History on Site. A few years ago, we sold everything and took off to travel. We enjoy finding stories, myths, and legends about the historical sites that we visit. So if you enjoyed this video, please let us know by hitting that like button. And we would appreciate any comments or suggestions that you have. If you'd like to see more History on Site, hit the subscribe button and don't miss our upcoming videos. Thank you.